So I've got my springform pan and I'm just going to put it in this for the water bath because this is the only thing big enough that would fit around my springform pan. But before I do that, I want to create a waterproof seal, even more so, around my springform pan. So I have 2 sheets of tin foil. I'm going to show you how you fold these together and then wrap them around your springform pan to protect them from the water bath. Okay, now that we have our big sheet of tin foil, we're going to kind of wrap it around. We don't want to wrap it over. We're just going to pleat it on the outside. And there you go. Now you have this nice protective layer between the water bath and your cheesecake. In order to make the crust, we need 1.5 cups of graham crackers, and then it also says to add cinnamon, but instead I'm using the Trader Joe's cinnamon grams. Now, I have no idea how many of these it's going to take to make 1 1/3 cups of crumbs, so I'm just going to crumble up a bunch and then I'll pour it into a measuring cup. Let's start with 10 graham crackers. All right, right now we're at about 3/4 of a cup. Let's do 13. Still got a ways to go. 15. Ugh. 18. Woohoo! 1.5 cups. It only took 18 of the Trader Joe's cinnamon graham crackers. Now we're going to pour this back in here and we're going to mix it with 1/3 cup of melted butter. Alright, let's pour it into our springform pan and make our crust. And once you have it evenly distributed around the bottom of the springform pan, then you can begin pressing it in. Now, if it's really important to you that it's perfectly smooth and there's not these circular indentations, then you can go and you can press it out with something flatter. But for me, the bottom is totally covered, it's brought up around all the edges, and the thickness is pretty consistent over the course of the cheesecake. So I don't mind the little imperfections in the bottom because they're just gonna be covered up with cheesecake and ultimately it's not gonna matter. Now I'm gonna pop the springform pan into the freezer to help the crust set up while I make the filling. Now the recipe calls for 4 8-ounce bricks of cream cheese. I'm just using the Trader Joe's cream cheese. I just want to remind you, you want to scrape every bit of cream cheese off of these wrappers because every bit of cream cheese that you leave on the wrapper is one less bit of cheesecake you will have to eat later. When you think of it that way, you want to clean these really good, right? Yeah. Okay. All right, now it is time to make our cream cheese filling. So we're going to start with the cream cheese, adding that to our mixer. Scrape down the bowl. Now we're going to blend just a little bit more while we whisk our eggs. Again, scrape. Make sure you really get the bottom of the bowl. Blend one more time. All right, let's get our crust out of the freezer. The next step is pretty easy to guess. We're going to take our filling, pour it into our cold crust, and then we're going to place the springform pan full of cheesecake into our water bath that's warming in the oven. The The water bath has been heating in the oven at 475 degrees. It's very hot. We're gonna place the springform pan into our water bath. Careful with your fingers. Very good. Now we're going to bake this at 475 degrees for 12 minutes, and then we're gonna turn the oven down to 350 and bake until the top of the cheesecake turns golden, which is about another hour. So 12 minutes at 475. Okay, now I got distracted with the phone call. It was an important phone call, but still, I'm a little bummed. This is a little too golden. It's not burnt by any means, but it went a little too long, and so there's some cracking, but that's okay. It's still going to taste delicious. I removed the springform pan from the water bath, put it on a wire rack to cool, and then as a topping, I mixed a half a cup of sour cream and a half a tablespoon of white sugar. Just mix that up, and we're gonna pour it over the cheesecake. We're gonna refrigerate this beauty for 4 hours. All right, so the cheesecake chilled for about 6 hours, and now we're gonna take our first bite. I'm pretty sure cheesecake is gonna become my birthday cake every year. That was delicious. The kids are just finishing up their bath. They sound like they're going crazy. So I'm gonna plate them up some birthday cake as well and let them see what they think. William is excited. He wants a bite. Okay, William, you get a bite first?
I get bite second.
Is that good, William? And Hannah gets a bite. What do you guys think? Look at William's little feet. Oh.
I want to eat all of that.
You want to eat all of that?
Yeah, by myself, because I want to eat it by myself.
Okay, you can eat it by yourself. Here, William. What do you guys think of the birthday cake?
Yummy!
Yummy, it's pretty good cheesecake, huh? Hannah. You guys are a mess. Thank goodness we did this after bath time. All right, say bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Happy cheesecake.
You just take one lemon, thinly sliced, and you're gonna cover the whole thing. This is gonna complement the lemon pepper very nicely. And besides, lemon and salmon is just like a match made in heaven. All right, now that the lemon is done, you're gonna top it with a 1/4 cup of butter. That's just half a stick that you've cubed.